Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for attending this webinar for our product ShareBIM introduction. Today, there will be 3 sections for this webinar. For the first part, we will go through our background and the meaning of CDE, and then we will play a tutorial video for our product ShareBIM. The last section will be Q&A. If everybody ready, I shall start now. So hello everyone, I'm Simon from MES. My current job duties are to assist the company's software development and provide software training. The ShareBIM CDE collaboration platform is one of our products, and we have the DWSS is also coming up. Our company established since 2011. In 2016, we set up our first batch in Malaysia, and in 2019, we also set up office in mainland China, Philippines, and UK. And here is the picture of the milestone for your reference. Our core business is a BIM consulting company. Service included but not limited to management consultancy, change management, research, software development, and professional training. Here are some of our stakeholders list for your reference. They are including Arcadis, Hong Kong Housing Authority, Autodesk, and VTC, for example. Talking about the Common Data Environment, CDE, as we can see from this slide, this is the situation in the construction environment of how information exchange in all different stages. For example, from design to construct to operate stage. Well, I shall not go through all of them, but just a quick reminder how important of a CDE is needed for construction. CDE is the golden standard for managing project information when multi-parts are involved. This was originally defined in BS 1192, then in PAS 1192. Finally, it had its international standard ISO 19650. It is built on the principle of the controlled sharing of data once certain checks have been made. The advantage of implementing a CDE included ownership of information remain, reduce the time and cost, any number of documents can be generated from different combination of model files. During the process, all this data will transfer from the project information model to the asset information model at the end for all sorts of maintenance in the future. The fundamental principle requires information to be shared 好啊，咁我去翻 CDE 呢度。你等等下，OK，而家咁樣好唔好啊？可以，咁我就陣間記得開翻個 cam 啊，唔得嗰陣時你睇睇，我記得做。好，唔該。而家 OK 啦。仲等等啊。OK，而家可以啦。而家見到係啦，你可以開翻個 cam 就開翻咪繼續就 OK 啦。好，唔該晒，好，拜拜。I'm sorry, there was some connection problem and we come back to the CDE again. Okay, so CDE itself is the golden standard for managing project information when multi-parts are involved. This was originally defined in BS 1192, then in PAS 1192. Finally, it had its international standard ISO 19650. It is built on the principle of the controlled sharing of data once certain checks have been made. The advantage of implementing CDE included ownership of information remain, reduce the time and cost. Any number of documents can be generated from different combinations of model files. During the process, all this data will transfer from the project information model to the asset information model at the end for all sorts of maintenance in the future. The fundamental principle requires information to be shared with a CDE together with a shiftable information hierarchy to be agreed upon, which support the concept of the CDE and the document filing system. Essentially, a CDE is simply a digital place in which the information come together. Consider vast amount of digital data being created and shared during the project life cycle. The CDE becomes an ideal environment in which to promote a collaborative working culture. Regardless of the level of BIM maturity, the CDE should be the main software priority within any organization wishing to work with. So here we come. ShareBIM is the platform designed for this purpose. It is an extended solution of BIM modeling. It collaborates in many aspects, i.e., providing a data management platform to unify data, documents, and media. It benefits all stakeholders to check the progress of the project at any time, anywhere, unify workflow, and improve work efficiency. The features are included file management platform with preview feature, for example, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF, and CAD. Lightweight graphic or network BIM model on cloud, so no extra software required. High security, allow user to publish issue to manage project information when multi-parts are involved. For now, we would like to play the video to show you the function of our product, ShareBIM. Thank you, Annie.
In this video, we'll learn how to upload a model from Revit to the ShareBIM platform. Click Upload and select the project to work with. We'll be using the World Demo project for this tutorial. Click Upload Model to open the Upload Model interface. Select the appropriate model tags. Make a remark if needed. We'll use the default upload settings. Click the Upload button to initiate the upload. We can verify that the model upload is successful by going to Upload, select your project, and select the correct model tag filters. In today's video, we'll go through the BIM model module of the ShareBIM platform. Make sure you're in the correct project. If not, click on projects and select the correct project. In this tutorial, I'll be using the World Demo project. So once the project is fully loaded, click on BIM module menu and click on models. And click on all models to see all the models uploaded to this project. So we'll work on this villa house. So before I click open, as you can see in the status, it's under pending. That means this system has not downloaded the model cache. So if I click on open, it will download the model and then it will open the models in the view. Now in the model view, we'll go through the different functionalities that you can perform in the model, BIM model view. So firstly, at the top here, you can see is rotate. So if I click on rotate and activate the rotate function, I can left click on the model view and rotate the model. So if you're working on a PC and you have a mouse, you can also do the same thing with the right click button of the mouse. It will activate the rotate feature function. And I can rotate with just the right click. If I click this again, it will deactivate the rotate selection. So next I want to talk about is the pan, or in this case move. So if I left click on move and I activate it, and if I left click on the model, I can pan the model around the view. And also if you have a mouse, if you click on the middle mouse button, it functions the same. So if I click on the move again to deactivate. Okay, let me just reset the model properly. Now let's talk about the zoom feature. So if I click on this zoom button, it will zoom to the center of the screen. And if I click on zoom out, it will zoom out from the center of the screen as well. Now for the mouse, if you have a mouse, we also have the same feature. If you have a scroll wheel on your mouse and you scroll up, it will zoom in, and if you scroll down, it will zoom out. One thing to note about this zoom feature is that the zoom focus is on the pointer of the mouse. So let's say if I move my pointer to the right side and if I scroll up, it will zoom towards the mouse. That is the area of focus of the zoom. I zoom up. If I move to the left and I zoom in, it will zoom towards the left. Okay, now let me very quickly reset the view. So what I can do is click on this reset. It will reset it to the initial state of the model. Now let's say I want to have a better closer look at the windows here, but this wall structure is obstructing my view. So what I would do is I'll just select this one, oops, select this and this. Now click hide. Hide allows me to just make it invisible so I can have a better view of the windows. And also another feature we have is the isolate. So what isolate does is, let's say I want to have a better look at this this side table right here, and I just want to have a view of this table only. What I can do is have it selected, highlighted as red, click on this isolate button, and it will isolate just that table. Okay, this is not a very good feature reason to do it, but you know, that's how it is. And if I want to reset everything back, I can click show all, and they will show all, even the ones that I've hidden before. Okay, let me just quickly reset the view here. Right, next what we want to talk about is how can we achieve a cross-section view of this model. So in order to do that, we click on this clip pane function. This brings out the clip pane, blah. Woof. This brings up the clip plane controls. This brings out the clip plane controls. This brings out the clip plane controls. So what I can do is select the top face here and drag it down, so I can achieve a so-called top face cross section. And if I select on the left side, I can pull it back. Yes, as you can see, I can achieve I can have a cross-section view of the left side as well. So instead of just oh wait, and if I want to do it from the front, pull it back. Yep. So now I have a cross-section view on this side as well. So instead of only manipulating the cross-section based on the face, what I can do is having this cross-section by move. So let's say I'm just interested in the I don't want to see this top part, and I want to maintain this small view, this small cross-section box. What I can do is drag it down, and as you can see, whatever intersects with the cross-section, the face of this cross-section controls, then it will cut off the view from the model. So about the red axis, if I want to do it about the red axis, there you go. I can also drag it around this blue and red surface. So if I want to do that, so basically move along the blue and red axis, I select the face of here, and I can move about that so-called area. Next, we can also clip or cross clip about clip by rotate. So what this does is if I select the face orthogonal to the red axis, and I just drag, it will rotate about the red axis. I don't know why you want to do this, but maybe for some marketing purposes this would be a good view. And let me just try another one. Let's say I want to rotate about the green axis, so I select the face that is orthogonal to the green axis, rotate about it. Yep, so this looks kind of good, very futuristic, very artistic. And the last one is zoom, so clipping by zoom. So what this does is basically let's say I want to have this red axis constant, length of the red axis is constant, this clipping box here. So what I can do is I select this one. So basically if I select this face, what it's gonna do is gonna zoom in and out along the blue and green axis while holding the red axis constant. So I can, yep, what I can do is have it focus on just this part. Okay, this is not very good, no point, not nice doing that. And then I can do it along holding the blue axis constant and zooming in and out of here as well. Yep, so that's how we can achieve multiple cross-section about the model. And now if we click on this button here, this would remove the disable the cross-section feature, cross-section control. So if I click on it, and now you're free to interact with the model with this new cross-section view of the model. And if you want to reset the whole thing, remove all the cross-section, just click on this redo looking button. And what it does is removes the application of the cross section on the model. And click on exit to exit the tool function. Okay, next I want to talk about the measure feature of ShareBIM, the ShareBIM platform. So if I just click on measure here, look at this measure and this down looking arrow thing. If I just click on it and select point to point, so let's say I want to know the length of this beam, this railing, or this railing here. So I can do is select this, the end of the railing and the end of this. Apparently I didn't select top. Okay, so as you can see, the length of this railing is about 7 meters. And let's say I want to know the length of this railing here. So I click this and I click this, and I can get the length of this as 1.2 meters. So instead of just measuring by point to point, I can measure plane to plane as well. So let's say I want to know oops, let me just reset the view. Okay, I want to know the width of this house. So from this wall to this wall, what I can do is just select this wall here, and then I can select this wall here, and it'll give me the distance between the two, so I can get the width of the rough estimate, the width of the house, which is 10.75 meter. Okay, next I can measure by distance. So measuring by distance, what this is let's say I want to know the distance between this compressor and this compressor. So what I want to do is select the correct face that is orthogonal to the distance you want. So here, if I click here, and then I can get the distance between these two as 0.357 meters. And if I want to know how these two are far apart, just select the face that is orthogonal to the distance, and I can get the distance there. It's which is 0.4 meters. Next, we can measure by length. So what measuring by length allows you to do is, let's say I want to know the total length of the railing right here. How much materials do I need? So what I can do is select the beginning here, and can I get it? Yep. And then here, and then here, and finally here. So as you can see, the total length of materials that I need would be roughly 15 meters, and I can also get the individual length for the different individual railing sections here. And next we can measure by angle. So let's say I want to find out the angle between this wall and this floor. So what I can do is select the face of this wall, and then select the so-called cross section of the wall and the floor, and then select a random face on random point on the floor, and I can get the angle. So it's not completely 90 degrees, but yep, that's what it is. And finally, we can measure the area of measure area as well. So let's say I want to know the area of this particular wall right here. So what I can do is select that corner of this wall here, select the other corner here, this corner here, or can I get it? Yeah, right here, and the final corner here. Yep, so this gives me the area of this wall. As you can see, it's 20 meters square, and also the length and the height of the wall. And quickly reset the model. So that's it for the measurement, and if you just want to remove the measurement, just click on measure to close the measurement feature. So next I would like to talk about the roaming feature. So to activate the roaming feature, click on this button here, roam. So now I'm in the roaming feature. What I can do is press W to move forward, S to move back, A to move left, and D to move right. And if you're on a touch screen device, you can manipulate this joystick here to move about, and press up to ascend and down to descend. If you're on keyboard, you can press R button to ascend and also F button to descend. So let me just adjust myself here. here. Yep, so as you can see, I can move about, I can descend, have a better look inside this area here. Yeah. Okay, so I'm moving a little bit too fast. Ooh, 20 meters per second, that's quite high. Let's change back to 4 to have a better smoother experience of looking around the model, going up, going down. Okay, so next, so in roaming we can activate the gravity. What this does is simulates gravity. So as you can see, I am clipped to this floor. Gravity is applied to my avatar, so I can move about and go up, go up, go up, go up, and yep, I can jump if I just press the R button to jump. Okay, so right now we're here. I can also activate the collision detection. So what this does is okay, if I turn this off, what you can see is I can move about. I can phase through, so to speak, phase through the compressor right here. So to add a bit of realism, we can turn collision on. So now as you can see, I will not be able to phase through objects or walls. So this is a good example of how you can so-called have a virtual tour of the model right now. So as you can see, unfortunately my avatar is a little bit too high for this house, so my head is knocking against the wall here. So now I'm currently in first person view. What I can do is turn on third party. This turns on the third person view, so now we're in third person view. As you can see, my model is just too tall for this doorway access here right now. So what I can do is jump over. Yep, so it's kind of like a game, a little bit like a game. Yep, so that's that. Let me just increase the moving speed a little bit to 8 meters. Right, yeah, so as you can see, I can zoom through the model here, can go jump down, have a better look here. So right now cannot, yeah, as you can see, clipping is collision is still on, so I won't be able to go through the windows here. So let me just turn back to first person, turn off collision, turn off gravity. Right, so I can now freely able to navigate and investigate how things looks like inside the model. And okay, next I want to talk about free mode. So free mode is basically allows you to navigate very quickly just using the mouse button. So if I right click on the mouse, so what it does is, let me just deselect the model. So if I right click here and I pull back, so I will go backwards, and if I move forward, push up forward, I'll move forward. Left, so I can, left and right is different. So what it does is it just turns my view to the left or the right, as you can see, and go forward and go back. So this is what free mode allows you to do. It's quite a I would say better control for what you can do. Yep. And finally, there's a map. You can pull out the map. So what the map basically is a top-down view of the model that you have. Not very useful for this very small model, but if you have a very big project, then let me just quickly disable the free mode because it's messing me up. So yep, so as you can see, the map appears on the top right corner. So like I say again, it's not very useful for this small building, but if you have a really large project and you feel that you're lost, the map, bringing up the map is a good way to help you orient yourself. And also you can left click on the map to navigate around the map easier. Yep, so that is the roaming feature of ShareBIM. And to deactivate roaming and resume back to normal operation, just click on roaming and you deactivate it, and now you're back to the normal. In this video, we'll showcase the file management module of ShareBIM. To access the file management module, click on the CD menu and then click on the CDE menu item. As you can see, we have some files previously uploaded here. To upload a new file, click on Upload. We will upload an employee list Excel file. Select the file and click Select to upload the file. One benefit of ShareBIM is that it allows you to view the Excel document even when you do not have Microsoft products installed on the machine. Once the file has been uploaded onto the platform, other stakeholders who have permission to access the file can download the file from the platform. They can work with the file locally on their machine. We can create a new folder to better organize our files. We will work with the data folder to showcase updating documents. We will upload a very important document. Let's view what the document contains first. Now we will edit the document to include some extra information. We will now update the file on ShareBIM with the new information. Right-click on the file and click Update. Select the file and click Open. It will take some time for the file to be processed completely. Now the file is updated to the latest version. We can view the update history of this file by clicking on the version history. This will list out all the previous versions of the file. We can also download the previous version of the file. This allows us to have version control of our files. So far, we have only talked about uploading single files. Now let's talk about uploading multiple files or folders. You can see here that we have 7 folders for different concerns. It is rather cumbersome to create these folders one by one. Instead, we can upload the whole structure in one go. Here is the structure of the folder that we will upload. Say we want to upload that tip folder here. We click on upload, select the tip folder, and click select to upload. To delete files from the platform, check the files you want to delete and click on delete. We can retrieve the deleted files from the recycle bin. I want to restore the employees list, so I select it and click reset. Click empty the recycle bin to permanently delete the files or folders. Be careful here, as once you click confirm, these files and folders will be gone for good. Now I will have to work with this employees list quite often, so I will mark it as favorite. I can click on this star icon to mark as favorite, or click on set as favorite. I can now go to frequently used to view all my favorite files. This really helps if there are many files on a platform and I only want to see the files that I'm interested in. Let's talk about sorting. If we have many folders that span all the way down to the bottom of the screen, we can customize the order of folders to match our priorities. I want my BIM project folder to appear at the top. I'm not very much interested in backups, so I'll put them last. The folders are now ordered to my priorities. Let's talk sharing. I want to share some information with people not on the ShareBIM platform. Click Share to bring up the share settings. Select the suitable settings. Once I'm satisfied with the setting, I can copy the link and share via my favorite messaging app. Once the other party have received the link, they can access the shared resources. In this video, we're going to go through the benefits of ShareBIM platform for communication as well as collaboration among your team. I'm sure you guys are already very familiar with this model on screen here. So let's say I've been on site and I noticed something wrong with the stairs up here in the second floor. So I would like to publish a new issue to notify the consultant regarding this problem. Before I go ahead and start the issue, I'm just going to quickly create a viewpoint to better illustrate what the problem I notice is. So this is the stair in question. So what I'm going to do now is go onto Viewpoint Manager. So I'll click Create to create a new view. What this does is allow me to annotate the problems that I've noticed. So for example, in this stair, Let me select a color that's more visible. So let's say red, and I'll use line because I can't really do a free draw. So I noticed that this step as well as this step had some issues. So I'll just mark it right here with the red color. Click save to apply the annotation. And now give it a name. Let's say stairs missing step. And I'll give it a remark. Get this resolved by next week. Okay, so I'm gonna click confirm to save this point view, sorry. Yep, so as you can see, it appears over here. Now, what I'm gonna do next is I'll select this stair to indicate, and now because I want to share regarding this model, right click, I'll create an issue, I'll create a safety issue, again giving this a title, stair missing steps. So this is regarding others, missing steps. Check view port. Okay, so we can also attach any media here, pictures, supporting documents, supporting pictures, but in this example we will not. So add user here, this is the person that I want to inform. So I'm going to inform the consultant, John Tess, and participant. So basically these are the people that is participating in this particular issue. So I'll put myself and also my colleague, and this is quite urgent, and I said next week, so I'll give it a deadline next week. Okay, so as you can see here, I've had this highlighted. So what I can do is like click here to view this component. This component is the component that I'm talking about, but I want to give more information, so I'll link a viewport, which is the viewport I've created. I think it's this one. Confirm. Yep, so now there's a viewport linked to this published issue, so whoever views this issue can just click here and view what the issue is I'm talking about. Right, so I'll just click confirm to publish this issue. Before I click publish, I'm gonna just very quickly come in here. As you can see, I'm logged in as my consultant on the web interface. So what I'm gonna do is just click confirm. Okay, so at the web interface, I'm gonna refresh as my consultant, and then he will get a notification right here. You can just click this, look at the message. Yep, so you can see here, Jonathan Ng has published stairs missing step. Please take action ASAP. So what my consultant can do will be clicking here and then see, yep, okay, missing stacks, check the viewport. So I've linked the viewport here, so what he can do is just click on here. Oh, hang on, let me just bring this up. Click on here. Yep, took a while, and I can see, okay, so that step and that step is problematic. So let me just close this, and then I'll give feedback. Say, all right, I'll send someone in to handle it. Okay, so click confirm. The feedback was successfully added. So now this is basically how we can communicate with one another on the platform. So if I just very quickly just close this viewport, come back here, select everything so that everything's back in view. So if I just go to the safety management, because what I created just now was a safety issue, have a look at it, and the ones that's created by me, there's that missing. Can have a look at the details. Right, so so as I can see here, the feedback is alright. This my consultant has given his feedback. Yep, he'll send someone in. So once everything is done and the issue has been resolved, I can just click complete here to mark this issue as resolved. So just quickly do that. Yep. And then I'll close, and yep, that's resolved. So I'm just gonna close this very quickly. So one thing about this is that we can also have a history of all the issues created, but so far I only have one issue. So under safety management, if I just click this safety issue push pin, so it will just bring up all issues that are related to this particular model that has ever been created, and it also gives a list of the issues as well as its status, whether it's completed or still pending, and the delay issue. Yep, so delay status, sorry. So it's on schedule, it's not delayed. So this has been a quick demonstration of the benefits of ShareBIM in terms of collaboration and communication. We have come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. In this video, we'll talk about ShareBIM Schedule Management Module. Firstly, let's view what we will try to achieve with this tutorial. I will click play to begin the 4D simulation. With this, we can see the progress of the current project. The simulation is color-coded for different stages. For example, blue is completed, yellow is completed in advance, pink is completed but delayed. It is quite simple to set this up. Let's first exit this interface, and we will go through the process from the beginning. First, we select the model that we want to add into the progress plan. Click on Schedule Management menu, then on Progress menu item. Click Create to start up new plan. Give it a name, and click Confirm. Double-click the new plan to open the interface. Then click on BIM Model tab to focus on the model viewer. Click on Task Management. ShareBIM supports integration with Microsoft projects as well. However, in this tutorial, we will demonstrate building the progress plan step by step. Click on Insert Node. We will define the first node for structure. Enter the start date and finish date. Remember to save often to not lose your work. Next, we will insert a node for MEP. Enter the start date and finish date. And finally, for architecture. Again, remember to save the progress plan. We will now associate the models to the nodes in the progress plan. Currently, every component is displayed in the model viewer, but we only want structure components to be associated. Uncheck all components except structure. Now, only structure components are in view. To associate the model with the node, first make sure the structure node is selected. Then, in Model View, Hold left click and select everything in view. Then click on Link Model. Right click on the highlighted parts of the model view. Choose Yes to associate the model. Next, for MEP, select the node. We will hide the structure components and only show HVAC and electrical. Select All. Click Link Model. Then right click on the highlighted parts. Yes to associate. Repeat for architecture. Again, save often. We can also include or exclude families to the node. In this example, we will include all. Now that the models are associated with the nodes, we can click play to simulate the progress. Remember to check all components to bring them back in view. Click play to begin the simulation. In this video, we'll go through the form management module. So under the form management module and workflow approval, I'll click new here to start a new form workflow. What I want to do is create a contractor daily site report. So click on this plus to start the report. So project will be project A. This will be regarding structure. The weather is fine. Select the time as 12 in the afternoon. Activities will be piling. Location will be site B. All good. No issues. And number of worker, 3 workers was in charge. Click here to sign. This is my signature. Confirm. Key my name. Right, so just let me go through again. Yep, looks good. So click next. So this is the workflow of this particular form. So here in the approval, I will select the consultant, and copy to is basically informing everyone else who is involved in the project. I'll select myself, and also this person here, and then finally here I'll inform myself once everything is done, and I'll publish. Right, so as you can see, now created by me, so there's an ongoing form or workflow that is pending right now, and the next person in charge will be John Tess, which is my consultant. So right now I have my consultant logged in. I have logged in as a consultant on this web interface. Let me just go to forms, management, my form workflow, and I should be able to see, yep. So there's this pending form workflow initiated by me, as you can see. So as a consultant, I can come in here. Okay, so site report, can read through. Yep, looks good, everything looks good. So I'll approve this site report. No. Late. And I'll say okay. Right. So now the site report has been approved, and as you can see, now the form is completed. Open the ShareBIM app and log in with your credentials. This is the main view of the app. At the bottom of the screen, you can see 4 items. The first is the home page, which is our current view. Next is the contact screen. This shows all persons included in the current project. We can contact anyone from here. However, please be aware that doing so will use the device default phone function. Third is the message screen. Here you can find all issues or messages that include you in the workflow. Lastly is Mine, which is your profile screen. Should you ever have issues downloading models on this app, click on Clear Cache and try again. It should download fine then. Click on Language Settings to change to your language of choice. Now back to the home screen, we can see 5 rows of icons. For example, the BIM model, CDE, and dashboard icons. These are the same modules as the one we've seen in the PC client. We can view the models previously uploaded via Revit or Navisworks. The app supports usual model view manipulations like rotation, panning, and zoom. Tap Section to activate the section mode. Then tap and drag on the face of the cross-section box to reveal the cross-section of the model. Next, let's talk about measurements. The mobile app supports point-to-point, plane-to-plane, and spacing measures. Tap point-to-point, then tap the top of the wall, then the bottom of the wall, and we can get the length of the wall. Next is about walkthrough. We can navigate the model from first-person or third-person view. Use the joystick on the left to navigate about. On the right, we have the ascend or descend controls. Moving on to viewpoints. What are they? So let's say that I notice something wrong with the windows in the model. I can activate the viewpoint mode and take a snapshot of my view and annotate it and save to list. Control mode is to control which model or family to display in the model viewer. The next module is the CDE. The CDE is a common data environment and functions very similar to OneDrive or Dropbox. This is the file management module of ShareBIM. One beneficial feature of ShareBIM is that it is able to open file types without using the native app. For example, this mobile device has no native app to view CAD files, but I can open and view this DWG file on this app with no issues. We've come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching.
Hello. Sorry for the technical problems. And thank you very much for watching the video. So we have a question about the schedule management for the simulation. Well, yeah, it's just like the video show, you need to set up your MMP first, highlight it, and then associate with the component that you wanted. And after all, uncheck all the component and play it, and then you can get the 4D simulation. Okay, that is one question. Any more question, please? I mean, it's okay. You can always email us or yeah, raise out your question later on. Sure. For the 4D simulation, is it auto built from the board, from the bottom to the board? Because I don't see import and schedule like project. Well, is auto built from the top, from the bottom to the top? Yes, for the structure part, because this is one component thing. But if you remember the video, we can always check. For example, for the Archi, you can check out the different family that as you wish to like. The schedule, we didn't import the MMP. What we did is just simply create node inside each node to show you the demo. Actually, you can, after you import the MMP, highlight each line, and then just like what we did for the model part, highlight the component you want, and they will be associated and display on the 4D simulation. Yeah. Thank you. No problem. Thank you. So any more questions, please? It's fine if you can't think of any, but you can always email us. We try our best to answer your questions. Oh, yes. For the free trial download link, if you're interested, please let the CIC Andy know, and we will try to sort you out the free license. Thank you. Can this software carry out the cloud editing? I'm afraid not. No. But we have a history version. You can always go back and view different history, or if it's the model, BIM model, you can compare the version 1 and version 2. But for the document things, that you can always right click and view the history, download different version to view what's been changed. And for CDE, could ShareBIM archive cloud editing BIM model without local software download? Right. Well, yeah, just as I said, you have to do it offline. For the next version, our ShareBIM do have this function for the editing, but for now, you have to download it and upload it again. Yes. Yeah, but as I say, you can always right click and view the different history of the version. No worry about that. We keep all the records. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you very much. Thanks. Oh, so I'm going offline now. Thank you very much. Thank you all for listening. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. You're so kind. Thanks. Thanks. Right. That's it. Bye bye. See you all soon.